Well, after nearly 3 years of suffering, the federal government taking steps to make repayment options easier for Phoenix victims.
The Finance Department has served notice it will change tax legislation so public servants only pay back what they received.
CTV's Megan Shaw is here to explain. Megan?
Well, Graham and Patricia, up until now, the government was asking for the full amount back. In some cases, that was tens of thousands of dollars. Workers never actually received that money, and it's money they don't have to give.
What they notified me is the overpayments in gross for nearly $18,000. Right before Christmas. Good timing.
In a letter, federal worker Patrick St. George learning he has 1 month to repay the government, including money he never received.
So the issue is they want me to pay back gross, but in my bank account, what I received was net, and that was just a little over $9,000. So they want me to cough up the difference of almost $8,000. It's ludicrous.
The government acknowledging today workers like St. George are facing an extra burden, proposing to change the law so workers only pay back what they were given.
This is a big win.
Something the union representing workers has been fighting for.
To finally have some relief for those people who owe tens of thousands of dollars to the government and have no way of paying it back, it's tremendous.
But Regional Vice President Greg McGillis says it's early days, telling employees not to file their taxes or repay fees until the law is passed. The government is asking Canadians for feedback until at least February 15th before introducing legislation in Parliament. But after so many years of pay problems, many public service workers say they have little faith in the process. Finance officials, though, saying employers can rely on the proposed amendments now. The news coming the same day the Trudeau government announcing it's replacing Marie Lemay, who was in charge of the Phoenix pay system.
And then they're giving me options on how to repay.
Even with a new lead and a possible new law, those who have been burned by Phoenix before not buying it yet.
We're frustrated, we're fed up, discouraged. There's no trust.
Some more to come on that, and taking a look at the latest numbers tonight, there are still close to 290,000 Phoenix transactions that remain open. Graham.
And Megan, just quickly to clarify, for that employee you talked to, the CRA told you today, as of today, they don't have to pay back the gross, right? So he essentially is the 9,000 or whatever it is.
Well, it does still need to be passed, but essentially saying that going forward, employers, so his employer, would be able to start this new process now. So the union that we spoke to telling him, not to pay back that money, to wait and see what the next process, the next steps are, and likely that he will not have to pay back that money.
All right. A little bit of good news. CTV's Megan Shaw reporting live. Thanks, Megan.